Okay, I'm gonna start the show.
Jesus.
Oh my
All,
God.
all business over here.
What, do you got something? You got somewhere to be tonight? We're
It's
not. We're
all
hanging out.
business. Yeah, I thought we
We're
was
gonna be
hanging.
hanging out till like 2 a.m., dude. Tell Katie.
You ain't going nowhere.
And now,
It's time for another episode of your favorite weekly comedy podcast.
two friends torn apart by distance.
One in LA.
One in the Midwest.
Get together online to catch up
Share the news.
and make fun of each other. It's West.
by me and Wea
Here are your hosts, Chuck Ganchori.
and Errol Gribble.
This is episode 19. It's June 4th, 2013. What's happening, fellas?
Hey, everybody. What's happening? Welcome to the podcast. This is your weekly comedy podcast, sharing stories and love from the West Coast and the Midwest. My name's Errol Gribble. I'm live from Lansing, Michigan.
And I'm Chuck Anchori, live from Los Angeles, California. And we have our producer, Robert Hubbard, who is live from, where are you, Rob?
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Milwaukee, huh?
Yeah, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So, folks, put down your cronut and check out this week's episode. Recording live now. So, just to remind you, folks, well, first of all, fun thing, we're going to have our first guest on tonight.
Check that out.
Benjamin Stevenson, a friend of ours, a professional musician, will be joining us live on the show later. If you go to our Facebook page, I'm going to share it right now. I'm going to share it as me, though, which I can't change to Errol Gribble. Okay, yeah, so you can hang out with us live on Google Hangouts every time we record, and you can tell us how awesome we are while we're recording.
Yeah, we can interact with you. You also, once the show is done, you can subscribe, stream, and download the show on iTunes. But first and foremost, like West by Midwest on Facebook. It's at facebook.com/WestXMidwest. A little housekeeping there for you, fellas.
You can also check us out on iTunes.
I just said that. Thank you.
You did? Oh, God.
Listening. Wow. We have
This
no
is what we
listeners
do.
this week.
Folks, it's like it's like two podcasts in one. Chuck tells his jokes, I tell mine, and we don't talk to each other ever. It's okay that we may look at each other once a week, but we're still not catching up. So, what's up with you, my friend?
Oh man, I'm injured. I'm
What
training.
happened?
I'm training for this half marathon at the end of the month, the Pasadena half. As you know,
Nice.
13.1 miles. This will be my second one, but I had to move my training out to the pavement. You know, it's nice and cushy running on the treadmill. I feel like in air conditioning. I feel like I'm running on clouds. It's like, but
Sure.
Sunday I went out on the streets of Burbank with my buddy Corey. He's running it with me as well, and we
Ooh.
not good. I think I pulled a groin muscle or something, man. I could not walk
Oh.
Sunday night or hardly yesterday. So I'm recovering from that. But other than that, things
You
are-
actually pulled a groin muscle?
I feel like it's around the groin area. I'm not, I'm not a WebMD or nothing, but I
Sure.
don't know what's
That's
going on.
I mean, that feels like something you would know. Like
That's what
that's
I'm
not
saying.
I might have pulled the groin muscle.
Right. It's
Like
it's
my
in that,
groin hurts.
it's in that area, and so I'm like, there's something wrong with my groin.
Have you tried the awkward, like, hey girl, you want to massage my injury?
I'm gonna go get a Thai massage and be like, hey girl, you just concentrate in the
Pulled
groin
my
area.
groin muscle.
You get that pregnancy massage in the groinal area. I don't know.
I
what
like
that
how
is.
you think I know. I like how you think that you're like, half marathon, 13.1 miles, as you know. I'm like, no, I don't. I pull a groin muscle changing the channel. Like, I don't know what a half marathon is. I've always been, well, I mean, I'm proud of you. And I think it's great. Like, as we're getting older, you're like trying to stay fit, but I always admired you because you didn't have to do anything and still you're skinny as hell.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like I feel like, I might not gain weight. I might be grossly underweight, like an
Sure.
Ethiopian child.
Right. Somalian
but
refugee.
Flies on my face, but I don't necessarily think that my health is, I'm particularly fit, so that's why I kind of. And plus, I bought this $800 treadmill, and if I don't use it, I feel like it's just like I'm like, wow, I'm such an idiot for.
No, that's legit. It's
So it
wasting $800.
Right, it sits there and guilt trips me while I'm watching Arrested Development for the 8th time.
Other than that, though, your whole health kick, the kale, the smoothies, the staying fit, that's LA, man. If you move back to the Midwest, you will notice we don't care.
Yeah, actually, my friend Corey, he's from Michigan, and he was telling me he was just in town. He was back in Michigan for a couple of days, and he was telling me that he noticed while he was watching TV with his parents and grandparents that like all the commercials were like restaurant, food, fast food commercial. Like whereas like out here in LA, it's like it seems like most of the commercials are like car commercials and like
right,
TV shows and stuff, and like promos for movies and stuff like that. Whereas while he was sitting there for a couple hours, it was all come to Fridays.
Right, fried chicken and ho-hos.
Yeah.
That, man. That's what we do. It gets cold out here, you need the extra padding. It gets boring, so you eat your feelings. That's it. You just...
So is that how you spent your week?
Eating my feelings? Yes. It's been good. Rob Hubbard updated his YouTube video.
Fixed it up a little bit, huh?
Yeah, so for those of you who don't remember, Rob posted a YouTube video of his train set, which, once again, I have to clarify, we've known you for many years.
On the lower half of 20 years.
And you've never touched a train in your life. Now you're the freaking, I can't not swear on this podcast. You're what's his name from Thomas the Tank Engine.
You're Thomas the Train, yeah. You're like the CEO of Lionel Trains or something over here. I don't know.
I've always had this train set as long as I've known you guys. It's just that it takes so much time, and I was a lot more interested in working around.
Drugs.
Drugs. Let's clarify. Rob didn't have a lot of coitus. It was just drugs.
The man was able to close, okay? I lived with him.
No, right. I mean, I don't want to disparage his abilities. I'm just saying. When he means effing around, it's not, But I just have to once again reiterate how incredibly horrible this video is. I mean, I love it because I love you, and I think it's great. It's fun, and he's got like the Zeppelin song in the background because the train set is called. What's it called, Rob?
The Lego Zeppelin Railway.
The Lego Zeppelin Railway, where he's cobbled together Legos and he plays a little Zeppelin song, and it's awesome. And there's 3 separate tracks, and it's great. But it's like, man, oversharing on the internet is what it is.
You should see it now. I've started actually building with the Legos a scene from the Zeppelin 4 album cover.
Oh my God!
Wait, is it like a?
It's the old hermit with the lamp looking down on the city.
Wow!
Yeah.
Father Time. Death. I don't know who that is.
It's badass.
The moon.
Well, you're gonna have to follow up with another YouTube video of the.
No.
No, do not do that.
I'm gonna get a little further. I'm gonna get a little further with it, and then I'll put another one up.
Awesome. We're going to post it on our West by Midwest page. Please feel free to bash Rob as much as possible. I mean, it's just adding to the cesspool that is the internet. No, but it's beautiful. And someday you're going to be able to show Wes. You're going to be like, hey, while you're looking at clothed women dancing on YouTube, you can also look at my train set.
Yeah, it's going to be funny. Like, in addition to just pictures, Wesley will be looking at like embarrassing YouTube videos of his parents and
of his father.
And
I don't think his mom doesn't have any embarrassing YouTube videos, but his daddy's got quite a few.
We're in a bunch of those. Thanks.
Yeah, we are. So it's a big week. Lots of news stories, huh?
Yeah, let's get this rolling.
Willie Smith Ward was sentenced to 50 years in prison for stealing a rack of ribs.
Wow, 50 years.
Yeah, speaking of eating it in the Midwest. Well, it wasn't in the Midwest, it was in Texas. But yeah, Willie Smith Ward, 43, attempted to steal a $35 rack of pork ribs from the H-E-B grocery store in Waco. An employee approached the Ward and asked what he had under his clothing. And he said, after the ribs fell out from under his shirt, he said, I got a knife. It took jurors 2 minutes, just 2 minutes, to convict Ward on robbery charges, and about an hour to decide his punishment.
Good for them. They were no nonsense. They were like, this guy is guilty.
Yeah, 50 years for stealing a rack of ribs, dude.
That's pretty harsh. You know, like this guy that shot up, Colorado movie theater is going to get off on insanity pleas. While Willie Smith Ward just wants a rack of ribs. $35. 50.
I just want my baby back. 50 years later. Well, but to be honest, they said it was because he's a repeated offender. It was like 5-time felonies and yeah.
Yeah, he had priors.
Yeah, but it was the ribs that done him in.
Yeah, the ribs. That was his crime of passion right there.
They'll stick to you, man. Those ribs. It reminds me of that the like urban legend about the woman who tries to shoplift the ham. You've heard this story, right?
No, I'm not familiar with this. Will you?
Oh, so the first time I heard it, I thought it was a real story, and then it was in like a movie and whatever. But so there's this woman who is in a grocery store. She's trying to shoplift a full ham. Right, and it drops out of her dress. Like while she's waiting in line, it's just like frozen ham, clunk, falls down. Everybody stops. They turn. They look at her, and she screams, "Who threw that ham at me?"
Oh my!
You've never heard who threw that ham at me?
That's an urban legend.
I mean, right? That's not real. Folks, put a comment on our West by Jesus, I can't talk. West by Midwest page.
Wait, you said this was in a movie?
Well, there was like there's a turkey version of it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Who threw that turkey at me? And that was in some movie that came out recently.
Well, hopefully Willie Smith Ward had, ribs that were going to fall off the bone because this guy is going to be falling off some bones in prison.
He's going to be getting a few bones in prison. That was a cheap joke. I'm sorry. Oh man.
My brother-in-law subscribes to the Dollar Shave Club. Rob, have you heard of Dollar Shave Club? You're a hairy man.
I've heard of it, but it was a long time ago. I don't know anything about it.
There's a new member among us of the Dollar Shave Club.
I just heard about it, and I signed up today.
What is it exactly, Earl? What can you explain to us?
So, Dollar Shave, right? They send you 5 razors for $1 once a month, right? And there's different levels. You can get like a nicer razor for $4 a month. The nicest one is like $9 a month. But you get a pack of razors once a month for $1. $2 shipping and handling. $3 a month.
That's pretty good. You get a fresh razor.
Yeah. But it's, they went viral with their YouTube video with I think it's called our razors are fucking awesome. and there's like a bear. Have you seen the YouTube video? You have or not?
No, I have not. I just wanted you to keep moving on with it. I was like, I gave you kind of like this fake answer.
Chuck does that a lot. You ever talk with Chuck? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he don't know what you're talking about or what your name is usually.
Yeah, I'll be looking down at my phone.
No, it's great. It's just it's the owner or whatever walking through the warehouse showing off the stuff, and there's Alejandra, like this one woman, this Hispanic woman she looks like she's the only employee there. I don't know, it's funny. Check it out, but it's a pretty good deal. So.
Yeah, so you subscribe, you pay monthly, you get a 5 fresh razors a month to use. This company, obviously successful from the Dollar Shave package, has just added a new subscription. The company is now turning to your other cheeks with the introduction of One Wipe Charlies, which are wipes for your butt.
One wipe Charlie's. I did see that on the site.
Yeah. After surveying men about their wiping habits, it found that about half of those surveyed said that they use wipes in addition or instead of toilet paper, and about 25% of those men are ashamed of their clean habits, hiding the wipes out of sight.
Do you do that? You hide your wipes?
When we went camping, when we were shooting Hunting with Celebrities with Rob Hubbard, camping out in the woods.
Oh,
I
yeah.
ended up. That's how I got into these flushable wipes.
Kids,
bought.
if you ever go to the woods, especially with Rob Hubbard, bring wipes. It's the best thing that ever happened to me.
And I'll be honest, when I purchase toilet paper, I tend to go for strong as opposed to soft. What do you?
I don't want that stuff ripping, man.
Right. I gotta.
They got fecal matter all over your hands.
I opt for the stronger toilet paper, and I do. Even though you can buy these flushable wipes and things at the store, and they have like 3M sticky tape to them so that you can put them above or below your toilet paper. No, I throw it. It's under the sink, man. You don't know that I have these cleansing wipes, but I like to be clean.
Yeah, no, as I got older, I'm a heavy-set individual. I don't know if you're aware of this, and if you don't keep that area clean, you can get what they call in the industry hemorrhoids.
Ooh.
Yeah. That shit flares up.
Oh, God.
So, I mean, and I don't get it often, but so right now I don't have any wipes, but I try to keep them stocked when I can. But I'm not shy about it. I just, that's where they would go. I don't want them cluttering up shit. So, stuff. God, I can't not swear on this podcast. But here's the thing about the One Wipe Charlies, right? They advertise them as One Wipe Charlies, right? So it's not just about being clean or whatever and using wipes. It's like, look, this saves you time. You only have to use one wipe.
I don't believe it.
No. Not at all.
Just to make sure, I'm going to use a couple of wipes, Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie. Because, first of all, I've got more area to cover. So sometimes I need 2-3 wipes. But also, I've been known to, fold the wipe and go for, round 2,
Hey, we're environmental here at West by Midwest. We want to
get every inch out of that wipe as possible.
Get as much fecal matter on every side of that wipe.
So get your One Wipe Charlies and use
I'm
them
gonna
6 or 7 times.
Yeah, I haven't looked at the prices or anything, but I think I'm gonna.
That's the other thing. The One Wipe Charlies are $8, man.
Ooh, that's pretty expensive.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
it ain't $1 a month. And it's only for 40 wipes. Now they're nice. They're peppermint scented with aloe and whatever, and and the packaging looks lovely. But I can get 100 wipes for $2 at my Thrifty Acres.
Exactly. A Chicago man was caught having sex with a pit bull.
What?
50-year-old Gerardo Perez was found in a cage with a white and gray pit bull on May 29th when an employee told him to leave the cage. A short while later, the same employee found Perez on his hands and knees by the side of the dog. Prosecutors believe Perez was witnessed only moments after he finished having sex with the dog. So what was he doing? Laying there with a cigarette, and he was like,
"Nice job, baby.
What?
That was a good one." Yeah. How do you know? How do you know he just wasn't hanging out with the dog?
I know. We need to check the security cam footage of Perez and his antics, but
Is this Perez?
I don't know.
Oh no, Gerardo Perez.
Gerardo Perez. Perez then left the pound, but apparently made incriminating statements about his sex act before leaving. So
that's how they knew.
Yeah,
he was bragging about it.
He was bragging about hooking up with a pit bull.
Yo, dudes, I just had some tight bitch right now, man. Yeah, she was great.
I gave that bitch a bone.
Man, she was all short-haired down there, It was great.
Right? She loved it doggy style. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God, that's gross.
What is with? I feel like Because there were related stories to people just acting out with pit bulls. And is this reaction to how pit bulls attack humans? Because
So humans are sexually molesting pit bulls? Is that our reaction? Yeah, you're right, though. There was a case in Michigan of a man who had sex with a pit bull recently, like a week or two ago. Pit bulls are hot right now, man.
Pit bulls are pretty hot. I mean, you can't really get it on with a chihuahua. You know what I'm saying? I don't...
Well, maybe you can't.
Maybe I can. I mean, I'm not...
I'm not so... the Lord didn't gift me. I could probably handle a chihuahua. Or a turtle, or... That's so gross. Why? Okay, first of all, you're going to have sex with an animal, and then you're going to brag about it?
Right. I mean, this guy, he's just all into it. Like, he's so deep into this. He's going into public. He's hanging out at Pounds, pretending to rescue a dog.
Seriously, just to hook up with some bitches. He's so deep into this, he says. I don't know if that's the best phrasing.
Yeah, well, he's not hiding in his neighbor's backyard, in the doghouse, banging his neighbor's dog. He's straight up
going to the pound.
Going to the pound, pretending like he's gonna rescue a dog.
It's like a brothel for bestiality.
Giving it his last meal.
Oh. Oh, you know what? It's him sharing. It's yet another example of oversharing. I think that's our theme today.
Yeah, just stay away from animals, people.
So, speaking of oversharing, 2 teenagers who raided a newsagent's were caught by police because they were wearing the same underwear 2 days later. 2 days later. Change your underwear.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Reese Winfield and Corey Hobson attacked a shopkeeper while stealing alcohol and cigarettes before posing for a picture with the stolen goods and putting them on Facebook.
You see?
You see what you do? And Hobson then commented on a Facebook link to a newspaper article about the robbery, writing, quote, "Hee, that's me."
I would like that times 100.
The 18 and 17-year-olds were captured on closed caption television with their underwear showing above their low-hanging trousers, which helped police track them down. Nottinghamshire police said that the 2 thieves were wearing the same underwear when they were arrested 2 days later. Both men have received a sentence of 32 months for robbery and 4 months for attempted arson after pleading guilty.
Oh, man, these guys need a couple of one-wipe Charlies, man. Wearing their the same underwear for 2 days?
Yeah, you go guess that's how you get hemorrhoids. That's how you get roids right there. Change your undies. What I love is that's what caught, it wasn't them posting the pictures of the incriminating evidence on Facebook or posting a comment to the link, admitting to it. No, it was the fact that they wore the same underwear that got them caught.
Exactly. And, I'm actually kind of happy that these teens and their sagging pants finally got them in trouble. I go into a lot of schools, right, for children's theater and stuff around Detroit. Right. And there's posters and stuff up, no sag zones. No sag zones?
No sag zones.
Where can you sag your pants? Around the corner behind the building where you can smoke cigarettes?
Right, same place you can smoke, 100 yards away. No bullying, no smoking, and no sagging.
Wow, we are old, man. We're like, pull up your pants!
Kids, I don't want to see your crack. I mean, if you have actual crack cocaine, we might want to see that. But
going to jail.
Oh.
A workers' comp scam collapses after the claimant goes on The Price is Right. I love The Price is Right. I've been on the show,
yes. Not
not as a contestant, but Dave Craze, one of our beloved friends here, had his birthday party there. Actually, Errol, Rima Yazbek, she is a former Detroit native. She is celebrating her birthday this year at The Price is Right as well. So I'm going to be going back again.
Yeah, it was the one thing that we wanted to do while I was living out in L.A. and we didn't do.
We didn't get into it, yeah. Wow.
Anyway, what happened?
Kathy Wrench Cashwell, a North Carolina postal carrier who claimed she was unable to lift mail trays as a result of a 2004 on-the-job injury, pleaded guilty to workers' comp fraud after a federal investigator proved she was lying. During her
What?
2009 Price is Right appearance, she spun the big wheel not only once, but twice.
No.
Cashwell raised both her arms above her head, grasped the heavy wheel, and spun it with force, the indictment says, demonstrating to the investigators that she lied in her 2011 workers' comp paperwork about being unable to stand, sit, kneel, squat, climb, bend, reach, or grab. What was she doing for the Postal Service if she couldn't do any of those things? She was just
Licking stamps. That's it.
yeah, exactly. She was anyway. So
No,
yeah,
because you can't even sit. Like, what do you? If you can't stand or sit, what's the option? Hover? Like,
this is where our taxpayer money is going, friends.
right. This is why some people go postal, because you're working with people like Kathy who don't do shit.
And she's getting paid for it, and she's going on vacation, so the price is right. And other evidence was brought against Cashwell, including a 2010 Carnival cruise vacation during which she and her husband were spotted zip-lining. I can't stand, sit, kneel, squat, climb, bend, reach, or grasp, but I'm going to go zip-lining.
Yo, baby, you want to hit the rock wall later? Just make sure you don't post that shit on Facebook.
Which she probably did.
Oh my God. I was going to let the big wheel slide because it's like, if you're on Price is Right, just put the painkillers in and spin the big wheel. You got
the wheel, yeah. You got up on that stage. You're hanging out with Drew Carey.
You're not going to not spin the wheel.
Right. You need to get to the Showcase Showdown, right?
Right. Which maybe she did. Two wheel spins is good. That's a positive sign.
I didn't follow up on the story because I was just so appalled.
Right, seriously. Thanks for taking advantage of us. Well, thank you, Price is Right, saving America from fraud, one postal carrier at a time. So here's a fun story. The Catholic Church, their top exorcist, claims he sent 160,000 demons to hell.
Whoa.
Yeah, Father Gabriel Amorth, 88, claims to have sent 160,000 demons to hell. He's also the head of the International Association of Exorcists.
Oh, I didn't know that one existed.
Right, was not aware there was one. He's urging the Pope to relax the current rules on exorcism, which require that all priests obtain permission from their bishops before performing exorcisms. He says, quote, I will ask the Pope to give all priests the power to carry out exorcisms and to ensure priests are properly trained for these, starting with the seminary. There's a huge demand for them. Today, unfortunately, bishops don't appoint sufficient exorcists, he says. We need many more. I hope that Rome will send out directives to bishops around the world calling on them to appoint more exorcists.
This is exorcism is pretty hot, huh?
Exorcism's hot. Demons and pit bulls, man.
I mean, it's, there was The Last Exorcism, Part 2. Great title there.
Right. The second to last.
Yeah, the last.
Seconds. Exorcism. Sloppy seconds.
This guy has had a storied career, though. 88, 160,000 demons.
How is that possible?
He must walk down the street and just tap people on the heads and just claims it is knocking out a demon.
Right. Gone. But even 160,000, like that's a lot of hours. But I think I did do a little bit of research because I freaked out. I was like, oh, that's a lot of demons. I'm afraid to go to bed at night. And so apparently when you do an exorcism, if you believe in this sort of thing, sure, like each one you can get around 50 to 60, even up into the hundreds of demons in one person.
Whoa.
Yeah. Well, they cram themselves in there. But you're Catholic. Have you ever, what would you do if your priest was like, welcome, everybody. Welcome to church, to Mass on Sunday. We're going to start out with a quick exorcism.
Whoa. I would, first of all, I would make sure that he got approval by our bishop.
No, man. You got to cut corners. Times is tough.
But that's what I'm saying. The only way he could get to 160,000 or maybe even 200,000 was to slide around these bishops. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, but he's saying he's not enough. He's saying there's demons just running rampant.
Man, I do not want to see an exorcism at church.
Do you guys talk about demons at church? Like, does that come up at the normal Catholic mass?
No. I mean, it's been a while, but I,
I was there last Sunday 6 months ago.
They specifically, they usually just refer to Satan. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, this guy, you got to stay away from him. They don't talk about any of his minions or any of the 300 people that are inside of your neighbor. Right.
That's why he's having sex with pit bulls.
That's why he's like... yeah, so, you know, I feel like even though the Catholic Church does have, you know, practices in place for exorcisms, obviously Father Gabriel, you know, I don't, you know, it's not something that I don't think they promote it or bring it up, you know, so.
Right. But, you know, things might be changing. Is what I'm saying. So, you know, I'm hoping they get to the point where they lax the rules enough that if you go to a Catholic church, you'll be able to do exorcisms. And we could do one on the show. Like, Chuck, our resident Catholic, could exorcise Rob so he stops posting those YouTube videos.
I just don't want to see, you know, head spinning and, you know, like, fuck me, Jesus, and all this going, you know, like a spider walk.
All over the webcam.
I don't want to, like, that's what I don't need.
Head spinning around. God, I would love to see that. That'd be awesome. Just see spider walk on the back wall. On the webcam.
God, that frightens me. I swear, you know, The Exorcist is seriously, like, the scariest movie, in my opinion, I would say. Rob, do you agree with this? You think The Exorcist, or what do you think is the scariest movie? Scary Movie 4?
Oh, that was pretty scary. Movie 4. Yeah.
Lion King?
Was the best one. Lion King was pretty scary.
Scar scared the shit out of me.
Yeah. When he killed Morpheus or whatever, Mufasa.
That was intense.
Yeah.
Morpheus. The 90s are all a blur for Rob.
Yeah.
Oh, we need to exercise those demons.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of demons, let's get our first guest on.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever on West by Midwest, we actually have a guest.
Special guest this week.
We convinced somebody to come hang out with us. He's a professional musician, composer from Tennessee, Knoxville, Tennessee, yes?
Yeah, that's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Benjamin Stevenson on the show.
Ben Stevenson.
Live and in person. So for those of you who listen regularly to the podcast, which is
nobody.
We referenced Benjamin. We referenced Ben a few, I don't know, like 6 or 7 episodes back. Did we lose Chuck?
He's locked up over here.
Oh, Charles Ganchori kicked off.
Let's give him a second.
Come back, Chuck.
Just get him a second. Oh boy. You know, he can probably hear us just fine.
He can probably hear us.
What? Oh, Chuck?
Jesus Christ.
Hello?
All right.
Unbelievable.
You back?
God,
right.
We're back.
damn it.
Don't worry, all that's getting edited out.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so professional... Oh, he's gone.
No,
He's gone.
No, he's
there's
back.
Matt.
He's back.
He's back.
He's back.
What is happening over here?
All right? You're too fat for this podcast, dude.
You need to talk to Ed Grabo about a new computer.
Easy now.
All right, so we have a professional musician and composer from Knoxville, Tennessee, Benjamin Stevenson.
Ben Stevenson,
It's
welcome to the
very-
show.
Thanks for having me, guys. It's really very kind of you to call me a professional musician. That's
Wait, let's be clear.
It makes us look better if we bring.
We can promote you, and it makes us look like we're professional. Ben, when was the last time we actually saw you?
Yeah.
Would you say like?
Oh man, it would have probably a decade. Honestly, probably a decade ago.
That's what
seriously.
what we were saying. It had to have been like 2000 or 2001.
Something like that. I mean, I got out of Michigan and came down here. I've been here like 9 years. So
Okay,
yeah.
so wait, yeah,
Yeah.
so right after Errol and I moved out of our Ypsilanti apartment, you moved to Knoxville, or is that where you've been
Oh,
there?
I spent a little time in Nashville too, but Nashville's
Okay.
not as much fun. But Knoxville's a cool town, man. Close to the
Awesome.
mountains, you know.
So,
Yeah.
what have you been up to besides not aging? Which can we
but
just
to-
say for those of you who are watching the Google Plus Hangout, this kid in like 13 years, you look exactly the same. I made him take his
Exactly.
hat off because I was like,
Yeah.
because the rest of us, especially if you look at Rob, he shaves his head because his hairline is hitting the back of his neck. I mean, it's going away. And you haven't aged a day.
At all.
You found the secret to not aging.
Well preserved, man. Like
Yeah.
you know.
Is it because you
that's
don't go outside ever, or is that?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
You are white.
No, what have you been up to? Tell us what you've been doing.
Just trying to make a living, man. You know, just writing music for various things. You know, just trying to put something together. Trying to like the main thing I'm trying to do right now is to get like a new music concert series thing started here in Knoxville because
Awesome.
you know, music like anything written after like about 1870 is kind of a hard sell in this town, man. So you know, I mean,
Really?
Oh, yeah.
that's kind of what you know, people are still writing music. You know,
Yeah, let
so
me.
that's what I'm-
Yeah. So you know, because Nashville it seems to be the like, you know, where a lot of music and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
is Knoxville like? I mean, it's just kind of like overshadowed by Nashville.
By
Yeah.
Dolly Parton.
Well, you know, yeah.
King.
Dolly's from here, you know, so it's like Dollywood.
Oh, is she?
Oh God, Dollywood, you guys, it's way more fun than it has any right to be. It's
That's awesome. Is there like a ride where it simulates being smothered with her breasts?
God, I wish.
That'd be awesome. That's your next project. I'm telling you. Pitch that.
That's my next project, man.
Did you call it Dollywood?
It's
Yeah,
Dollywood.
it's Dollywood.
That's what it's
that-
called.
What is?
Did you call it Dollywood? Rob Hubbard, you live
Is
in
that
a
the real-
rock, man. You
What-
live in a cave.
I've
He's
never
back
heard
in-
of Dollywood.
He's in the 1870s, man.
Oh,
Come
yeah.
on, Dollywood.
Look it up, Hubs. It's a real place. For
Been
real.
around for a while.
For
You're
real.
a real place.
I remember.
I just got a call on one of these weird thingies. It's like a telephone. What is that?
What? There's this thing that brings pictures into your home.
So tell us about the summer concert series.
Well, you know, I'm just trying to get like, I don't want it to be like anything huge, but just like maybe like once a month, just like get a bunch of people together and just like perform new music. Like, you know, I know a bunch of composers here in town, and we all play instruments, so it's like,
Oh,
you know,
cool.
why don't we get together and just like play some music? You know, it's just more like a community building thing, just
Okay.
with composers in town, but also just to promote our own music, because like nobody's knocking down our doors, you know, asking for like contemporary classical music. So it'd be
Sure.
better for us to like get out and like you know, just like promote ourselves. So that's basically what I'm trying to do. You know, just
That's great, man. Yeah, like you, it's the genre that you excel in. You know, contemporary classical. It's great that you still stick with
Yeah.
that, and you know all those instruments that are being lost in a wave of auto tune and
right, yeah. Right,
Casio
right, yeah,
808s and whatnot. Like, it's just like, come on.
808s and heartbreak.
Yeah. Kesha concerts, you know. So it sounds like basically you're bringing together cool people and doing something cool. It's kind of like Gondwana, but with talent.
Oh,
Right.
Gondwana.
So for our
Charles-
listeners, Gondwana was the name of our band, that we had in high school. That
Yeah.
Yoda was the, what were you, lead guitar?
Yeah, I guess.
And
What-
I was terrible at guitar at the time. I don't know why you guys.
No,
like,
you
hung out.
weren't. Come on, for all small Midwest town, it was
That's
the,
true.
like you were the coolest kid in school. You pull out your little classical guitar strings and like pick away like a maniac.
Wait, okay, so let's be clear here. Because I wasn't in Gondwana or whatever the
Sure,
hell.
Chuck came later.
Who were the members of Gondwana, and what instruments did they play?
Well, there was Yoda Ben Stevenson on classical guitar. There was Dan Harmon. No, Dan Harder.
Dan Harmon.
Awesome
showrunner for community.
Be awesome if Dan Harmon was in it.
We'd still be going. Dan Harder on drums.
No,
Our drums
Dan Harder
changed.
was bassist.
Yeah, Dan Harder was bass.
Scott Kyle was drummer.
Scott Kyle was drummer.
Scott Kyle
And
was
Arrow
drummer,
Gribble vocals and harmonica, and Rob Hubbard
Just
mascot.
High school mascot.
He
The
really
Pinky
was.
Pirate. No, he.
The
Wait, what?
Pinky
Rob,
Pirate.
you were lead singer.
He was lead singer and lyricist.
Yeah.
Lyricist.
Yeah.
Come on, Ben. Why didn't you write the lyrics?
Why didn't you step in?
I tried. We
I
were
know.
gonna. We tried to like put together a collection, like take up a collection to buy Hubs a How to Write Better Lyrics book.
Right. And a voice lesson and
And a
an
voice
English
lesson.
class. That's it.
way. Now, would Gondwana be able to
I
get
must
back together
admit,
for the
though-
Knoxville Music Fest Summer Music Fest?
Man.
No, like I said, that was without talent. It sounds like what Yoda's doing is with talent.
Yeah. No. Gondwana needs to never come back.
Oh God! And I should send you. I have, and I think Rob has this as well. The recording of our performance for Mr. PHS, the men's beauty pageant at Pinckney High School that we performed for.
Oh
Wow,
my
you got-
God.
You
No,
guys
I-
actually did a performance, Ben?
We did two. We did
did
that.
two,
We did
yeah.
the talent show.
Yeah. I
You weren't
think-
at, you didn't do a session at Jet's Pizza or something like that?
Yeah.
I'd completely forgotten about that. I think I drank that out of my brain. That's
Yeah.
Good for you.
That's when Chuck knew you, is
right.
when we were drinking a lot out of our brains. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't do that anymore. But
So did
whatever.
that get you? Did that get you a lot of like high school poontang, the guitar?
Not as much as I thought it would, man.
No,
No.
that's a
I
shame.
do all right though.
That's good.
Yeah.
Do all right.
So it says here that you're writing for a band contest. What's that all about?
That is a way for me to try to win some money because I got to start making money at this thing, man.
Are you making money? I mean, it sounds like you're making a little bit of money. Are you? Is this what you do full time? Is music?
Well,
or?
yeah. I mean, like I'm in school right now. I'm trying to finally get like a college degree, like a piece of paper
Oh.
to tell me that I can write music.
Yoda has followed our paths.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Good for
So-
you.
Good
so-
for you, man.
So yeah, I'm doing that, and I mean, I gig a little bit, but yeah, I mean, I'm trying to. Anyway, the band competition is like it's like a $10,000 prize. It's like a piece,
Wow.
Wow.
a piece for trumpet and like wind ensemble band. So I'm writing that right now.
Holy
that
cow.
might be a complete crapshoot. Like who knows? But
That's
whatever.
awesome. Who judges that? How do you find out?
It's actually through the University of Tennessee here. They're sponsoring it, and so we'll see. Maybe I have a. Yeah, I don't know.
So if anybody from the U of T is listening,
They're
Ben
not.
Stevenson, ladies and gentlemen, you better not.
He's like, they're not. No, that's really
true.
cool, man. Best of luck with the contest. But you've written in the past a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Besides writing for the band, the old band,
The old band.
He composed the soundtrack to the first. I think it was the first short that you and I ever did together. What is that
Ye-
noise?
That's probably Rob.
Probably Rob.
Um,
I'm
Sorry.
muted.
Ben
We
composed the soundtrack for Pop
There we
Rock
go.
City.
are we Pop Rock City? That's right.
Yeah. So how did you get roped into that?
Hubbard cornered me and asked me to do it. He
So,
said there's going to be no money.
Right.
Go for it. Yeah.
I need you to do a lot of work for absolutely no money.
Absolutely no money. That's right.
It's gonna be miserable. No one's gonna watch it.
That's
It's
right.
not gonna get you anything.
Right.
Please help me out.
Please.
Yeah, that's what we've been all doing for years.
Yes, yeah.
So our listeners, Pop Rock City is on YouTube. You can actually check it out on Scooby Dubs' YouTube channel. It's a short based on the old Aesop's fable of the tortoise and the hare.
You're gonna have to look past Rob's train videos, but yeah, you'll get to.
Once you get past those.
Once you get past those, yeah.
Yeah, no, that was a fun
8-hour-long epic Zeptasia. Then
What, you have Zeptasia on YouTube?
Oh God, that'd be
okay,
awesome.
all right, okay.
I thought it was. I saw some Zeptasia. Did you
I
take it down?
I have tried to get Zeptasia up there, but the YouTube keeps blocking it because of
Because
copyright issues.
Yeah, 'cause
Disney,
you're
man.
Viacom, man. You're
get
stealing that music, man. Right
Yeah,
on.
no, I mean it's funny because Pop Rock City. That was when was that, Rob? That was like
205, 4, 5.
2005. Yeah, we're still working with Rob, not making any money. And,
Just doing it for free.
yeah,
Doing
just
it
do
for
it.
free,
But this
yeah.
was something that we roped Rob into, and now we roped you into it too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, right,
this is what we call payback.
Thanks.
But you didn't do anything wrong. In fact, we've pretty much been ridiculing you for years.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. So, if folks probably noticed, I've been calling Yoda, Ben Yoda.
That's right.
Rob, do you remember the origin of Yoda's nickname?
We were doing the Crucible, right?
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, I was playing Francis Nurse, an 80-year-old man. I was like,
Oh,
18.
right.
Yeah, we had all
I
that
had
old
the
makeup
old man
on.
makeup on. I had the old man makeup on, and I looked like a dude from Dagobah. So
You
yeah.
did.
No, but
Jedi Master.
then you would do a face where you like stretched out your neck and put your chin up and squinched your face, and you looked like Yoda when you did that with all your makeup on.
Yeah. No, I deserved it
now
at
we-
the time. I deserved it at the time. I don't know why it's lasted.
See, I
this long.
remember, and this is I remember like a specific time, like it was like a cast party. You still had the makeup on, and it was at our friend Natasha's house, and you were sitting in this like giant wicker chair, Indian style, and maybe you did the neck thing. I don't know. I don't remember the
You
weird
did
neck
the
thing.
neck thing. That's where it came from.
And Rob and
Yeah.
I looked at each other, and we were like, "Oh my God, it's Yoda!" And it stuck, and now
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that
We're
cast party.
assholes.
That's where it came from. That's where it came from.
Yeah, you sure you weren't tripping on mushrooms or something and just saw Yoda and just.
like Yoda. No, that was before. It wasn't
Yeah.
until I met you, Charles, that I started.
Before we all started destroying our memories.
Yeah, yeah.
So speaking of destroying memories, well, here's a memory you probably want to destroy. This was the memory we referenced the last time, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So Chuck and I actually, you were a godsend to us. We were squatting. Sort of.
Yeah, all these kids nowadays, they call it crowd surfing or Airbnb or any of that.
surfing.
Couch surfing. No, you're a squatter, okay?
You're a squatter.
You're one step above a homeless person, okay? You're not-
Yeah, no. So we were going from like house to house, and we were staying at a friend's or your sister's house in Ipsy. No, I think it was probably when you were still with your aunt and uncle.
At one point, we were staying at my sister's house while she was out
Yes.
of town.
But we could hang out there. There was a place that we were staying where we couldn't really hang out.
Yeah, that was my play aunt and uncle's
Yeah,
house.
and I was at my parents' house at the time, and so we would swing by Yoda's house to hang out. And one time we swung by, and I don't know if you remember this, but he knocked on the door, no answer. Knock again, and Chuck, why don't you take over?
The door slowly creaks open about 2 inches. And there's Yoda, butt naked,
Yeah.
drunk, and
Was you drunk? You were drunk?
probably.
I probably
Probably.
was. I didn't remember that story. I listened to that episode of the podcast, and I didn't.
Ah.
And it was like a nice reminder of why I don't drink anymore.
Sure.
It's-
Yeah, you were naked, like
Yeah.
no towel, no nothing,
I don't
napkin.
know, man.
Just I didn't see it.
Sorry, Chuck. Sorry, Chuck.
No. I don't think I saw anything, but I mean, the memory was kind of.
So what are some other fun, horrible stories?
Well, no, I wanted to, we were talking about people that overshare on Facebook and things of
Oh,
that
yeah,
nature.
yeah.
And I was wondering, Yoda, at any point, have you ever done something, said you were doing something else, but got caught, not doing what you said you were doing because of, Facebook or Twitter.
Oh,
or
right. We had a
anything like
news
that.
story. There was a news story this week of these kids who posted their crime on Facebook, like the shit that they stole, and that's one of the reasons they got caught. Yeah.
Because
So
they
do you
were-
ever?
No, not that I know of. I'm sure there's a. Come on, I mean, yeah, that's what Facebook's for. I always, but
Right,
but like never gotten caught doing anything like illegal. It's like it's like I said like I'd go to a movie and instead I went to a concert or something.
That's
like
what I'm
that.
saying,
I
like-
don't know.
like-
yeah, I mean,
Right.
Just
Yeah.
recently, I was like on at Halloween. I told one of my friends that I'd go to her Halloween party, but then I ended up not going to her party and going to a much bigger, awesomer party. But I ended up
Which correct me if I'm wrong. You didn't like the whole you never told her this was even an option.
no. I was like, after I get out of work, I'll be right over. I work till 10. I'm just gonna put my costume on and then I'll run over to your place.
And you probably never planned on going to that party.
No, that was something that came up. One of my friends had last minute invited me. He was throwing this huge rager in Hollywood, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is gonna be awesome!" And it's funny, guys, because I actually got Cooper and Liz and like all this huge group of people. And we were like, "Let's go to this party." Totally skipped out on this girl's party. Ended up Instagramming my costume at the other party, posting it on
Oh, Charles.
posting it on Facebook, and then she ended up like commenting on it and being like, "Oh, I guess nothing crazy happened at my party like that." You know what I mean?
Like you showing up.
right? And I was just, oh man, I was mortified. But I didn't want to delete the comment because that would have been like, I don't know, but yeah,
even more douchebaggy. Yeah,
right, exactly.
But you got a better offer, dude. I mean,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You got to take the better offer.
Yeah,
Thank
but when
you.
you do, you have to be careful about
You
what
have
you
to-
share.
Have discretion.
All right.
Right.
I mean,
don't Instagram it. Yeah.
So I don't know if you know this, Yoda. I quit drinking. 5 years ago now, Chuck?
That's about when
Yeah.
I quit too. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
about
look
when
at
I quit,
you. Good. So
These guys.
we can
Yeah.
share,
We can share. Yeah.
reasons why we quit drinking. 'Cause,
Right.
yeah, so I think it was like right around the time that I was quitting drinking. It was this phase of like I was, but I wasn't, and some people thought I was, and some people thought I hadn't, and it was like almost every week there was somebody be like, "Hey, look, I was hanging out there last week." It's like just hammered, like 3 beers in my hand, and then I'd see that person and be like, "Were you drinking?" No, I was holding it for the picture.
Right. Yeah.
That
yeah.
lie doesn't go over well. Just so you
No,
know.
that doesn't
Not
even
really.
like who holds.
Who holds a
You
beer
hold-
for a picture?
Yeah, that doesn't.
You can hold it for somebody else. I've done that since I quit drinking. But I mean,
Oh, that's
sure.
But
not-
I mean,
but,
but
you know.
not for a picture. Yeah.
Right,
I mean,
which is what I was trying to pull off. Anyway, so but then
whatever.
there's that other side of like oversharing, right? Which is
Right.
when people share things that you should not share. My sisters are the best at this. Not all of them, just saying,
Yeah.
like some of them. They like recently, my sister posted like about her possible coitus with her husband.
Oh,
Not cool.
Yeah,
Not cool.
like there were no details, but it was like. This
Yeah.
might happen tonight if he gets up here. Like, are you using Facebook to communicate with your husband? If so, use a private message.
Right, yeah. There's that little thing you click. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I've got it all set so like if someone tags me in a post or like a photo, is like I can be like, oh hell no, I don't want
Yeah.
to know. No.
that's what you got to do. That's the first line of defense is to have all those privacy settings in so that.
Oh yeah.
you gotta double check that. Yeah, but no,
Definitely.
I don't share if I'm gonna hook up with somebody. I'm friends with like my parents on Facebook. No.
Right. How does
You
my
know?
sister not know? Like,
Right.
hey,
Yeah. Right.
you and your husband, you're friends with my parents.
Right.
Good times.
Not cool.
Yeah, no, it's actually LA Pride this weekend. I don't know if you guys have like what weekend Pride is and
Yeah. Do you
Knoxville or-
does the South have pride? I mean, because I know.
Knoxville does. It's
progressive.
It's progressive for a southern city. I mean,
Good.
you know,
That's saying
yeah.
something.
They have. I don't know. I think Knoxville Pride is in like the spring or something like that. I got a bunch of gay friends. They always go. But yeah.
Yeah, no, it's like I have to be careful, especially around this time, because a lot of the people that I live, or work with, or live by and work with are gay men that are very
Yeah,
proud.
you live in West Hollywood.
They're a proud people, and Yeah, I have my parents on my Facebook, and these guys are posting weird pictures and things on my timeline. I got to get that out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, see, I don't think that's. You're fine. Your parents need to be exposed. Okay, like as long as there's no nudity, I think your parents need to open up their hearts a little. Okay, that's you, and you could tell Virgilio I said that. All right.
So you want my gay general manager at work to post a naked picture of himself on my Facebook?
I said as long as there's no naked picture.
No, see, that's what I'm talking about, man. This is a crazy weekend. I'd love to like hole myself in my apartment, shut the shades, and just like hang out like Yoda circa 2000.
Yeah,
but
right.
I actually have to because of all the guys that I work with that are gay, they're like, it's our holiday, it's our weekend, so I'm forced to work. They all have the weekend off. I'm stuck at work in the middle of all this.
I'll relax. Put on your drag queen costume and go to work, okay? You'll be fine.
Are you angry because you have to work and they get Pride Weekend off, or
right?
what?
Are you really excited to go to Pride Week? I mean, I think they should get it off.
Right? Yeah.
No, it's not anything to do with them being gay or enjoying Pride Week. It's just that I have to work a double on Sunday, and that's not going to be cool.
Oh,
I'll be dying.
So speaking of staying inside all the time, do you, Benjamin? These are questions I came up with. Does your couch still have an indent, or your futon? Does it still have an indent the shape of your ass on it?
I got rid of that futon.
Oh no, that futon was iconic.
Yeah, because I finally wore the mattress so thin that it was
in one tiny little spot.
One tiny little spot. I didn't do much back then. I watched HBO and I watched.
Yeah, which is why we would. That's why we would come over, because it was back when The Sopranos was big.
Yeah, and we didn't have a place to live, so we didn't have HBO.
Yeah.
So
or a television, or a roof.
Or a roof. Yeah.
So that was great. Yeah, we watched the finale at your place.
We had some good times in that apartment.
Yeah.
We did. Yeah.
Let's see, what else? Do you still drink 40s in the bathtub until you pass out? You answered that already. You quit drinking.
Not for the last 5 years, but
not for the last 5 years. My follow-up was going to be, and are they 40s of Steel Reserve?
You can't get Steel Reserve down here.
That's good. That was what did me in.
Steel Reserve?
Steel Reserve, or just 40s in general?
No, because it wasn't even 40s. It was like just cans of Steel Reserve. But, it was like heavy lager, like 10% alcohol by volume.
Man,
we called it getting homeless drunk. It was like,
that is true. That is
true. You drink it, you don't know where your home is. You don't know who you are. You wake up on a street corner just begging for somebody to help you out.
I think the first time I got blackout drunk, I was drinking Steel Reserve. It's bad news, man. You can strip paint with that shit.
Wait, so did you guys?
It's my fault. You're welcome.
Yeah. Thanks.
Did you guys quit drinking before the whole Four Loko craze of 2008?
Did you? I did not.
Yeah. You did.
I was around for the Loco.
Oh wow! So you were getting pretty wasted off of Loco, huh?
Yeah, don't you remember? Like, we would go to the beach. It was while I was in Hollywood.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You were here.
Yeah. Some fruit punch Loco.
With like 80% alcohol.
Yeah. Oh man.
There was that like, it was like Budweiser Spark or something like that. It was like half energy drink, half beer. I tried that.
The Sparks. Yeah.
That was the worst. That was,
right?
Oh my God.
They're horrible.
Terrible.
Yeah. But when you're an alcoholic.
Yeah. No, there at the end, I did not give a damn, as long as I was getting shit-faced, man.
Wow.
So basically, this show, we should just bring on people who should be, because the hosts are people like this as well, people who should be dead, but somehow survived. Because I'd fill up like a thermos with Sparks or Four Loko, and then we go out to the beach, and I'd go swimming in the ocean, hammered.
Hammered on energy drink and liquor. Hammered on energy drink and malt liquor. Damn, that's just,
Good time.
we should have guests that have turned their lives around, like Yoda here, for example.
That's right.
So, like Yoda, this show will help you turn your life around, kids.
It's an inspiration.
That's right. It's
So let's see, what else do I got? So obviously, when we busted in on you, you were in the middle of taking care of business.
I guess. Like
Maybe.
I guess. If
I
wasn't-
mean, unless you were just really hot, I don't know why else a man would come to the door naked,
I don't know. I honestly don't
panting
remember.
heavily, like
I
you were
honestly don't
panting
remember.
heavily. Anyway, so
Oh God.
yeah, but I'm glad you're doing well. It sounds awesome.
Yeah, I'm hanging in there, man.
And so, when are you graduating?
Like a year. I got like a year, and then I go into
Awesome.
grad school somewhere.
Do you know where yet?
I don't know. I'm looking at Lansing, man. I might be in your
Yeah,
neck of the woods
MSU?
again. MSU. I might.
What?
That would be
all-
awesome.
All you
Yeah.
nerds are going to be in Michigan by 2014.
That's right. It's the
Could
year,
be.
the year of the mitten.
Could be. Yeah.
It's a great school, man. I do a lot of work out there.
I know, man. My brother went there, and I know a few people who like did music there, and it's like actually pretty sweet. So yeah.
It is.
Where,
on the list.
Ben? Where is your family? Are they in Tennessee? Are they in Michigan? Or
My brother still lives in Lansing. He's got a house in Lansing, and
Oh, yeah?
my folks are down here. So yeah.
Errol, you should crash Thanksgiving at the Yoda family.
Oh,
If
God.
they,
Lansing.
if they come up to your brothers, just let me know.
Next time I'm up there, we were up there actually for last Thanksgiving. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Shit,
man.
didn't even call you.
God, didn't even call. We're the worst friends ever.
Yeah, we're terrible.
Oh well, whatever.
Been a
This-
decade. Been a decade since I talked to you, and you're asking me
Yeah.
about my porn habits.
That's right. That's all I care. That's really all I care about.
I know, right?
For entertainment purposes.
So, yeah, man, thanks. Sounds like everything's really going well, and I hope everything
going
goes
well,
well
man.
with the summer concert series, and I hope you win a lot of money.
Me
Writing
too.
for a band, that'd be awesome.
Me too.
Seriously, thank you for coming on the show
Yes,
and
thank you
being
so
our
much.
first guest and
Yeah,
putting
no
up with our
problem.
antics.
Yeah, no problem. It's like a first for me. I know it's a first for you too. So yeah. So,
We're all podcast virgins.
Oh God. Yeah.
We couldn't think of a better person to be our first guest.
Yeah,
that would
thank you
go
so much,
along
man.
with us.
Yeah. Let's. Yeah. Don't be strangers, man.
Definitely.
Oh, we will be. This will be the next time.
know.
I won't talk to you
I
for
know.
another 13 years.
Yeah, we'll see you in 13 years. Ben Stevenson, ladies and gentlemen.
No. I will get into grad school at Lansing and not call your ass.
All right.
There it is.
I'll hunt you down. No,
Happy
seriously, in
Thanksgiving.
Lansing, this is why I do the podcast, because there's nobody here. There's nothing to
Oh,
do.
I know. No, that
So
yeah.
we gotta hang out.
I spent plenty of time there, man. It's the worst.
There's a lot of wonderful burgeoning theater. That's why I'm still here.
Starring Errol Basil Gribble.
That's right.
Starring Errol Basil Gribble is every actor in Central Michigan.
That's right.
Yeah,
That would be the best theater in Michigan then.
it would be.
All right. Let's stop
All right.
jerking each other off. Okay, let's wrap this up so our listeners.
Yeah.
Ben Stevenson, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, Ben, for being on the show.
No problem. No problem, guys. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, just like Ben, you should like our Facebook page. It's at facebook.com/WestXMidwest. We also have a Twitter handle, at West_X_Midwest. So you can tweet your comments, questions. You can always email us at westxmidwestpodcast@gmail.com. But yeah, all our stuff is on YouTube. Just search out West X Midwest.
Yes, you should listen to the podcast like Yoda does. Maybe we'll bring you on.
Yeah, definitely. And you can find us on iTunes. Just search West X Midwest on iTunes, and you can subscribe, stream, and download every episode. Well, not every episode, but you know.
We started erasing the bad ones. So thanks a lot for listening, everybody, and we will we'll see you next week.
Yeah, I'm Chuck Anchori.
I'm Errol Gribble on behalf of Robert Hubbard. This has been
West.
by Midwest. We'll see you next week.